हेलो गाइस एंड वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल रियाज एजुकेशन हब और मेरा नाम है रिया तिवारी। आज हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं द स्टेट जुडिशरी, द यूनियन जुडिशरी जो कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट है, वो ऑलरेडी मैंने कवर कर लिया है। आप चाहे तो पहले वो दे सकते हैं। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डू हाई कोर्ट्स। ठीक है, तो आज स्टेट जुडिशरी में दो पार्ट्स होते हैं, एक हाई कोर्ट होता है और एक सबऑर्डिनेट कोर्ट्स होते हैं, मतलब डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट्स जो होते हैं उन्हें सबऑर्डिनेट कोर्ट कहा जाता है। ठीक है, तो आज के सेशन में हम हाई कोर्ट्स के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। Next chapter is about the subordinate courts, so we'll study about in detail in that session. So let's get started. Yeah. So the High Court is at the apex of the judiciary in the state. At present, there are 25 High Courts in the country. ठीक है, एक general knowledge के लिए आप इसे याद रख ले. Then 3 among them have jurisdiction over more than one state. Now this comes a very important question. कौन कौन से हाई कोर्ट एक स्टेट से ज्यादा स्टेट को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं? वो क्या है? गुवाहाटी हाई कोर्ट विच हैव जुरिस्डिक्शन ऑफ 4 स्टेट्स नेमली असम, अरुणाचल प्रदेश, मिजोरम एंड नागालैंड. देन कम्स चंडीगढ़, ओके, एंड देन कम्स द बॉम्बे हाई कोर्ट और द मुंबई हाई कोर्ट, प्रेजेंटली नोन एज मुंबई हाई कोर्ट. ठीक है, तो ये सारे हाई कोर्ट्स के नाम और ये कौन कौन से स्टेट्स को कंट्रोल करते हैं वो आपको याद रखना है. Now we come to the composition and organization of the of the high courts. ठीक है, तो first comes the composition of how many judges are there. ठीक है, CGI है कि नहीं है, इसमें क्या क्या है, all we are going to study. So composition. Each high court has a chief justice. ठीक है, तो chief justice यहाँ पर है, यहाँ हम CJ बोलेंगे क्योंकि CJI is Chief Justice of India, which is only one. And it sits on Supreme Court. ठीक है, ये CJ है. So and such other judges as a president may appoint from time to time as he may feel required. ठीक है, now the appointment. Now we come to the appointment of judges. Now how they are appointed. The Chief Justice of the High Court is appointed by the President of India in consultation with the CJI of of India and the Governor of the concerned state. The appointment of other judges shall also be made in the same manner, except that in their case the Chief Justice of the High Court shall also be consulted. ठीक है, तो जब Chief Justice को चुना जाएगा तो Governor and the Chief Justice of India will be consulted, and when other than the CJ is appointed, then the CJ will also be consulted. Now what are the additional and the acting judges? Now how many more judges are there? ठीक है, CJ के बाद. In case of temporary increase in the business of High Court, the President can appoint additional judges. Such a person should not have attained the age of 62 years. When a judge of High Court is unable to perform the duties of his office, the President will appoint a duly qualified person to act as a judge of that. Okay, so when the Chief Justice is unable to perform his duties, the President may appoint any one of the permanent judges to act as temporarily as चीफ जस्टिस. ठीक है, तो ये भी इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है कि जब चीफ जस्टिस ठीक से ड्यूटी अपनी नहीं निभा पाते हैं तब प्रेसिडेंट किसको उनकी जगह पर अपॉइंट करते हैं. नाउ व्हाट आर द क्वालिफिकेशंस? will be same as all other judges. Okay, so one should be a citizen of India, one should have a judicial office in India for at least 10 years, and one should have been advocate of High Court for at least 10 years. Now term of office and removal, how can be removed? He can do until he is 62 years. ठीक है, तो 62 years इनका maximum होता है. 62 years is a maximum, right? And no, every judge of High Court shall hold office until he attains the age of 62 years. ठीक है, 2 years. ठीक है, a judge can be removed from office on the ground of proved misbehavior और incapacity. वो भी हमने पहले के रिमूवल में पढ़ा हुआ है. ठीक है, now we come to the oath of office. ठीक है, उसके बारे में और भी जो है आप वो पढ़ लें, ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है. ऑब्जेक्टिव जैसे कि हमने सुप्रीम कोर्ट के बारे में भी पढ़ा था, सेम टू सेम वैसा ही है. A judge of High Court before he enters upon his office shall take oath before the governor of the state. ठीक है, तो वो oath of office किसके सामने लेंगे? वो गवर्नर के सामने लेंगे. CJI किसके सामने लेते थे? प्रेसिडेंट के सामने. एंड प्रेसिडेंट किसके सामने लेते हैं? CJI के सामने. ठीक है, प्राइम मिनिस्टर किसके सामने लेते हैं? प्रेसिडेंट के सामने. ठीक है, तो ये सब आप याद रखें. देन सैलरी एंड अलाउंसेस, यू कैन जस्ट गिव अ रीडिंग ऑन दैट, वो कभी आता नहीं है. Now we come to the jurisdiction of the High Court. This is all the jurisdiction are there. Original is there, appellate is there, and revisory is there. The original jurisdiction extends to those cases which the High Court has authority to hear and decide in first instance. ठीक है, ये हो गया jurisdiction. Then first, the cases regarding wills, divorce, marriage, admiralty, company law, and contempt of court can be taken up by the High Court directly. Then the second, the constitutional cases can be taken up under the original jurisdiction of the High Court. Every High Court has the power to interpret the Constitution. The High Court has the power to issue writs for the enforcement of fundamental rights, and the High Court has the to hear an election petition. Appeal lies to the Supreme Court. Okay, so now we come to appellate. In civil cases, the High Court hears the appeals against the districts in the judges. ठीक है, ये सब आप सारे पढ़ के याद करके नोट्स बना ले, जिससे कि एग्जाम में आपको सुविधा होगी, क्योंकि नहीं तो आप सब पढ़ने लग जाएंगे, एग्जाम टाइम में आपको रिवीजन करने का बिल्कुल भी टाइम नहीं रहेगा. मोस्ट प्रोबेबली फुल बुक ही आता है एग्जाम में, राइट? So, okay, then we come to the revisory jurisdiction. A High Court is reasonably convinced that if it was a miscarriage of justice or violation of principle, it will set aside subordinate court's verdict and pronounce a new judgment. ठीक है? Now we come to the enforcement of fundamental rights, writ jurisdiction. Writ jurisdiction में क्या क्या आता है? Enforcement of fundamental rights क्या क्या है? Writ of habeas corpus mandamus, prohibition, quo warranto and certiorari. These are to protect the fundamental rights. ठीक है, और सारे डिटेल में दिए गए हैं कौन सा क्या काम करता है, जो कि ऑलरेडी मैंने पिछले सेशन में कवर कर लिया है. And for any other purpose is also that the writ jurisdiction of High Court is wider than that of the Supreme Court. This you remember it. Then High Court is also a court of record. The High Court is a court of record. The court of record has two characteristics. First, its judgments and orders are preserved as record. The law laid down by the High Courts is binding on all subordinate courts and administrative tribunals in the state. ठीक है, तो हाई कोर्ट से जो डिसीजन आते हैं वो बाइंडिंग होते हैं ऑल सबऑर्डिनेट कोर्ट्स एंड द एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ट्रिब्यूनल्स ऑफ द स्टेट. ठीक है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट पर नहीं. अगर सुप्रीम कोर्ट इशू करता है तो हाई कोर्ट पर भी जाता है, लेकिन अगर हाई कोर्ट इशू करता है तो वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट पर नहीं जाता है. If a person commits a contempt of High Court, the court has the authority to punish him. Neither the Supreme Court nor the Parliament can deprive the court of his rights. So, Supreme Court is a court of record. Okay. And some terms and expressions are also there. What is contempt of court? What is judgment? What is rule of law? This you also go through. Then High Court's power of judicial review. If a High Court finds that a particular law or an order of the executive goes beyond the provisions of the Constitution, it can declare them null and void. ठीक है, अगर उन्हें लगता है तो वो उसे डिक्लेयर कर सकते हैं null and void. Then all the others, the Blue Line, the Uttarakhand High Court declared, वो दिखा रहे कहाँ कहाँ उन्होंने null and void को declare किया है, right? Now power to determine the validity of a central law is there. Now while we come to the independence and impartiality of High Court. पहला है appointment of the judges. The Chief Justice of India should consult two senior-most judges of the Supreme Court before making any recommendation to the President regarding appointment of the judges of the High Court. Okay. Second is security of tenure. A judge can be removed by the President on the group of proved misbehavior or incapacity on address of each House of Parliament. Salaries, etc. charged on the consolidated fund of the state. No discussion with respect to the conduct of any judge. Punishment for the contempt of court and discretion of the executive and that of the Chief Justice of India has been reduced in transfer of judges. The transfer from one High Court to another requires these conditions to be fulfilled. Okay, what are the conditions? Very important. First, orders for transfer can be issued after consulting the Chief Justice of India. Second, the views of the Chief Justice of the High Court is one from which the transfer is taking place and another which the transfer is to be carried out must also be obtained. ठीक है, तो ये है conditions क्या क्या होने चाहिए. So with this we complete this chapter, the state judiciary, the high court. I hope आपको समझ में आया होगा. कोई भी डाउट्स है, कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो, आप जरूर लेकर बताइएगा. And in the next session we are going to cover the subordinate courts, that the district courts or the lok adalats which are there. Okay, so this was today's session. This is Riya Tiwari signing off for today. Bye bye.